know many of you have been through the strategic planning process before. I thought it might be helpful to refresh your memory about the SWOT analysis. SWOT, SWOT, stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And it's a simple but powerful framework that can help us identify what we're doing well, what we can improve on, and what's happening in our environment that can impact our league. All the terms I mentioned here are in a document in your workbook called Strategic Planning Definitions. So let's dive in and take a closer look. First up, strengths. This is where we look at things we do well as an organization. Maybe we have a large membership base, or we're known for putting on great events. Whatever it is, we want to identify and leverage those strengths to help us achieve our goals. Next, weaknesses. This is where we take a hard look at ourselves and identify areas where we're not performing as well as we'd like. Maybe we're struggling to attract younger members, or we're not as active on social media as we could be. Whatever it is, we want to identify those weaknesses so we can work to improve them. Moving on to opportunities. This is where we look at what's happening outside of our organization that we can take advantage of. Maybe there's a new law that's been passed that's in line with our mission, or we have an opportunity to partner with a local organization on a project. Whatever it is, we want to be aware of these opportunities so we can take advantage of them. Finally, we have threats. This is where we look at what's happening outside of our organization that could negatively impact us. Maybe there's new legislation that's not in line with our mission, or there's a competing organization that's attracting our members. Whatever it is, we want to be aware of these threats so we can work to mitigate them. Now that we've gone through all four elements, how does this fit into our strategic planning? Well, a SWOT analysis is often the first step in developing a strategic plan. By understanding our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, we can identify what's working well, what needs to change, what we need to be aware of in our environment. And from there, we can develop a plan that capitalizes on our strengths, addresses our weaknesses, and takes advantage of opportunity and mitigates threats. So a SWOT analysis is an effective but simple tool that can help us plan for the future of our league. And now, here's your homework. Download the SWOT worksheet for participants that came in your strategic planning digital workbook. You can either print out that page and write your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats in the appropriate quadrant on the page, or you can fill it in digitally on your computer after you download it. But really, think deeply about where we stand as an organization now and bring the sheet to our strategic planning session to share your thoughts. By doing this thinking before our meeting in person, we will have a strong foundation for our strategic planning. Thank you.